Hello and welcome back to the channel. Well, we started off this year basically talking about how we've got to cut away all of the toxic energy coming from people and music and environments. We also talked about spiritual detoxing by doing this. When you get rid of negativity in your life, even if it means separating from close people, family, friends, it doesn't matter. That is like a spiritual detox. And I find it to be very necessary. This is why it was kind of interesting when I saw this come across my news feed that Iyanla Vanzant has decided to call it quits on her show. She has the show Fix My Life. And after 8 years, she is throwing in the towel. Here are some of her words. She says she's had enough of the tears, the arguments, and the drama on her show. Iyanla, Fix My Life. So, I understand where she's coming from with that. She says, the one thing that 8 years of Fix My Life has taught me is how mean and nasty and unkind people are. I don't want that energy in my life anymore. And I thought that was kind of interesting to hear her say that, because it sounds like she's cutting away negativity as well. She says she doesn't want people calling her names. She doesn't want people talking about her. She just wants sensitive energy. She says, I don't deserve and I don't want it. So now, if you want a piece of me, you got to come to me and you got to pay for it. This is what she said. So basically, she's saying, no more will I subject myself to the nastiness of people and their problems and their issues on my show. If you want this type of help, you're going to have to pay for it. Now, I don't agree with a lot of her philosophies. I don't follow her show. I've only seen snippets here and there on YouTube. And the snippets that I have seen, I have varying opinions. Okay. Some of them were okay. Some of what she was trying to do was okay. Some of what she has said is okay. But a lot of it follows too much after worldly concepts and secular beliefs. And so anything that is contrary to, I'm going to say, what our Heavenly Father has to say, of course, I can't ride with that. So I'm not talking about any of her private beliefs and understandings of things. We all have our own understandings and our own viewpoints, right? But the thing that I can agree with her on is the fact that when something is taking a toll on you like this, when something is interrupting your spirit or vexing your soul, when something has become too toxic, in which that's one thing she stated, she said it's too toxic for her now. If it is making you feel this way, then by all means, cut it loose. I totally agree that if something is affecting you in a negative way, you've got to let it go. You've got to cut it loose. Too many times we try to hold on to things because we are trying to sometimes help people. You think that this is very needed. I've got to help people. So in order to help people, I've got to do this. I've got to accept that. I've got to put up with this, that, and the other. You think and believe that you have to do these things because you want to be a help to someone. But if something is a vexation to your soul or your spirit, then you've got a decision to make. You've got a choice to make. Now, I do believe that some people are meant to deal with these things. The Most High will not put anything on you that you are not able to bear. If you need strength to deal with these things, pray for it. If you know, say for instance, many pastors have to put up with a lot of things. You can't just throw in the towel as a pastor because of the stress that goes along with dealing with people's problems. So for some people, this is a calling. For Iyanla, it was just a job, you see. And so her needing to cut loose is understandable. But if this is something you must do, pray and ask the Most High to lift the burden of it. pray and ask him to give you shalom in this, because he can do that. Okay. Then, of course, you want to understand how to navigate through all of this, because it can be very heavy on you. It can be extremely heavy on you to have to deal with these things, especially when people are not so loving in return, when you are trying to offer the kind of spiritual help that they need. Now, again, Iyanla was more of a secular person in terms of trying to give people help that she would consider spiritual. Well, anyway, I just wanted to chime in on the fact that this is a part of her 2021 detox, I guess, letting go of her namesake show. She's calling it quits. Okay, I want to know your thoughts on this as well in the comment section. It's very strange timing, I do think, because this comes right after Oprah decided that she was going to sell the majority of her stocks in OWN, which is the Oprah Winfrey Network. So all of this timing and all of this stuff sounds kind of strange to me. What are your thoughts? Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, share and like this video. And with that, I'm out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.